Hey there, everybody. I want to say thank you for watching this video. We are in our last week, week 4 in the Summer Leadership Academy. This week, we're talking all about bedside manner and professionalism in the workplace. And we're pretty much wrapping everything up and making sure that you get the most out of everything. Okay, I'll talk more about today in a moment. Once again, week 4, everything is a compilation to building up to week 4, because week 4 we're going to put it in practice, and I really hope you join us this week. Even after we're already beginning to make plans on our next learning opportunity, our next series, our next teaching series. So super excited for that. Please consider subscribing to our channel, and there's so much more to come. Good advice, good practice. Please take some notes today as we keep going, because you're going to get something and hopefully you can apply it to your life immediately. Personally speaking, I told my students this morning, I'm so thankful for the opportunity to have taught you over these past 3 weeks. Now, for several of you, we've never met, and you're just walking your way through the course, and you're excited to earn that certificate of completion as well. So I'm so thankful that you are taking your time every day to invest in your leadership. All right. I told my students this morning, I built great relationships with students and guest speakers. I've learned a lot about leadership. I've stayed productive, but not too busy since it's the summer. It's something I look forward to every single morning, and I love it. It's a daily opportunity to serve students, but more importantly, it's an opportunity to invest in really what's going to matter. The best investments, in my opinion, at this point in my life aren't just financial, but they are in the lives of my students. So thank you, everybody who's listening right now, and let's get going. So today's all about how bedside manner and leadership are connected. Go and write that down. How bedside manner and leadership are actually connected. So the better you understand bedside manner, the better you're going to understand leadership, right? And then the opposite as well. So our learning goals today is very simple. What is it? Shout out to the healthcare workers, why and how we can grow in our bedside manner. So let's start with what is bedside manner. Well, I just want you to think, what is bedside manner to you? And have you ever been in the hospital, right? Not like a doctor's office, but like the actual hospital where it's a little chaotic sometimes. And what does bedside manner mean to you? So think about that. According to the dictionary, bedside manner, the definition of it is a doctor's approach or attitude towards a patient, right? I'm going to go and exchange doctors to healthcare worker, because there's so many workers within a hospital, not just the doctors. You've got your nurses, you've got your x-ray technicians, and you've got your phlebotomists, etc. So there's so many people who play a role. Now, my definition is very simple. Bedside manner to me means a person's approach or attitude towards another person. Let's not forget that who are we serving? We're serving patients who are people. And every single person has a family. Every single person has dreams and a goal for life, etc. So we're truly trying to serve people. And that's really what bedside manner is all about. Great bedside manner is, once again, manner towards others, respect towards others, service towards others, understanding towards others, compassion towards others, empathy, and a smile towards others. And there's so much more to great bedside manner, but here's a quick list. Now, I want you to quickly understand first and foremost that great bedside manner is that, but also great leadership is the same. If you're going to be a great leader, you've got to have great manners, respect, service, understanding, compassion, empathy, smile, along with so much more. So as you can see, the better we understand bedside manner and how to treat people and how to take care of people, the better leaders we're going to be. Because at the end of the day, we're still serving people. It's all about people. Shout out to healthcare workers. I just really want to say right now, just before I begin, the real heroes of our society have got to be our healthcare workers, right? There's so many people in our society, so many different roles out there that are also considered heroes. But I got to say, healthcare workers, they are absolutely our heroes. Before COVID, they were heroes. During COVID, they were our heroes. And after COVID, they will be our heroes, because once again, the work they do is so service oriented, and so we're so thankful for them. So thank you to all of our healthcare workers. Patients, think about the hospital, think about the emergency room. Patients usually go to the ER or the hospital when they need help, when they're hurting and they're scared for their life. So many times, if you think about it, working in the hospital, it can be really tough. And the things you see, you can never erase from your mind. So that's why I'm so grateful for them. I personally cannot do it. I'll be very honest. I thought about going to healthcare when I was younger, but the more I found out about it and the more I saw, it just takes a certain person to be called to serving people in that way. All right. I truly believe that in every career you can serve people, but yeah, healthcare wise, it's really heroic work. Why should we have bedside manner? So first things first, I love the whole why. In life, have a strong why. If you have a strong why to why you do something, it's going to last longer. Why you do something is so much greater than what you do. I truly believe that because what you do can change, but why you do something will take longer to change. And usually it's more ingrained in you in terms of how you want to give back to our society. CEOs, Forbes magazine had a article, had a survey that was given to hundreds of CEOs where CEOs looked for the number one trait, which is relationship skills. So why should we learn about bedside manner? Well, it's really all about relationship skills. I truly believe that skills are things you can build on. So if you're listening right now and you're like, well, I don't like people. I prefer to not be with people. Well, a skill is something you can still absolutely work on and grow in. So don't ever count yourself out. You may feel that way right now. We just went through a really tough year, but give it time and understand that with people, you can make a huge difference. Even when we hire teachers at our school, my principal always tells me you can teach someone how to teach, but you cannot teach someone how to love kids. Same thing with medical professionals. You can teach someone how to serve someone medically, how to diagnose someone, how to help improve the health of someone, but you cannot teach someone how to love people. That's that one thing that when people see it, they absolutely hire you because they're like, wow, we can't teach that. So at a young age, the greatest thing you can do is to learn, how can I learn to love others? Starting with people in my life, my family, my friends, etc. And then you can start loving the people in your life. Best experience for life, once again, is learning how to deal with people. It's really about making mistakes early. I'm sorry to say that. No one likes to say that they make mistakes, but it's true. We all make mistakes. And sometimes we say the wrong things, but you've got to bounce back and you've got to learn from them. And unfortunately, it happens. Being teachable and then understanding the importance of loving the people around you. All right. So that's really what we're all about. Why am I so passionate about bedside manner? Well, in my opinion, being relational for my life has made life so much better for me and for everyone around me. See, life is all about relationships, in my opinion. And I'm telling you, it's so worthwhile. Being relational is how you can actually positively change the world. Have you ever thought about that? It's so easy to change the world through people by impacting the lives of the people around you and in your community. That is an easy way to change the world. And finally, if you ever ask someone, do you want to help people? Usually the answer is yes. And the easiest way to help people, especially in this day and age, is to just take the time to listen to them, talk to them, be relational, interact with them, and listen to their stories. Give them a reason for them to share. Okay? Thank you so much. Always remember, being in healthcare is tough. It's a service-oriented job. And in every profession, you're going to find great people. And unfortunately, you're going to find some people who are having a bad day and they're taking out on others. And finally, we don't know what people are going through in life. So often than not, and I have so many examples of them, and I'm not going to cover them right now, but think about it. When you go into the emergency room or the hospital and you see a clinician or a medical professional who's really, really direct or like who doesn't display great bedside manner. So often than not, we want to blame them and say, wow, you're horrible. Why are you even here? But in reality, we don't know what they have gone through. What if they've just gone through a 24-hour shift or a 12-hour shift and they're about to leave and they're trying to leave, but then something else came up. So once again, it's all about showing one another love, grace, and understanding and giving them the benefit of the doubt. That being said, I know for many of my listeners in my class and the people online, you're going to become healthcare professionals. So for you to understand at a young age, you got to start working on that now. Right? Don't wait till you're a medical professional for you to be nice to people. Start being nice to people now, earlier in your life, so you can begin working on those habits. Finally, how can we grow in our bedside manner? So there's 7 steps. I changed them to 7, but let's just say 6 right there. Number 1, you've got to have great role models. No matter which career you go into, medical or not, you are going to need great customer service skills and people skills. And that's really what bedside manner is. But how do you learn those? From great role models. There's got to be someone who is really relational or who really does a great job at building connections with people. So having a smile, I think that's so big when it comes to great bedside manner and customer service. A smile is the universal signal for kindness. It's a universal signal for hello, how are you? And how are you doing today? And I'm interested in learning more about you. That's really what a smile is all about. Having a standard. Let's say you were trained the wrong way from bad role models. Well, guess what? You're going to most likely mimic whatever you were taught. So if they greeted people a certain way, like, hi, how are you? You're going to most likely be like, hi, how are you? But if someone said, hi, how's your day going? My name is Dr. Blank. How can I help you today? If you learn from great role models who talk like that, then you're going to talk like that too. And it's only going to be better for your practice. Seeing the impact that they make really inspires you to keep doing what they're doing, not what everyone else is doing. And then being teachable and trainable. So often than not, I meet young people who like the idea of being teachable, but when it comes down to it, they're not as teachable as they could be. What do I mean by that? So they're not taking notes. They're not writing things down, and they're not really thinking about what the teacher is trying to teach the student. Instead, it's just about getting something done. And, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I watched that video, but did you actually learn from it? So being teachable and trainable is super important. A lifelong learner is what they call it professionally. Number two, practice every single day of your life. Once again, if you want to learn how to treat patients with compassion and empathy and love, you've got to treat the people in your life with all those different things. And I'm telling you, if you can learn how to love the people in your life right now, you're going to be the most amazing practitioner and bedside manner person. Those who are super successful in their jobs almost never just go for the job. They go for something deeper. It's called their mission. So go and write that down. Number three, mission. There's 6 steps to becoming more and more great at bedside manner, but 3 is having a strong mission. My mission as a teacher isn't just to teach. It's to serve my students every single day. It's to be in their lives. It's to hear them out. It's to mentor and counsel them through some of the most stressful days of life. And that's really what I get to do. So when I go to school and something happens and a student wants to talk, I don't think, oh, I have to talk to another student. No, this is aligned with my mission. When I go to work, I am there to serve. That's really what I'm there to do. And you've got to, number 4, remind yourself daily of what's your why, right? Why are you doing what you're doing? Don't just go to work and earn a paycheck. The more you understand your why, the more difference and positive influence that you can make on the people around you. Number 5, please surround yourself at work and at home with the right people. I cannot overemphasize this enough. So often than not, our jobs make us so tired after a day, and coming home, it's really about making sure that you have a family that supports you and that truly understands you and appreciates what you're doing and urges you to keep going. And how do you build that home life? Because I truly believe if you want a successful professional life, you need a successful personal life. But how do you build a successful personal life? It does not come just randomly like marrying the right person. It comes through lots of effort. It comes through lots of participation, asking them how they're doing, caring for them, and then understanding that they're going to also care for you. Number 6, to make a difference, it's a marathon. So don't think it's overnight. If you want to make the biggest difference, try to continuously invest in the same group or community over X amount of years. And I'm telling you, you will see the fruits of your labor. And finally, last but very much not least, we're going to talk more about this week, something called compassion fatigue. If you had 100 patients, most likely your first patient, you're going to be super awesome, super great with bedside manner. And then your 100th customer or your 100th patient, you're going to want to go home, right? At that point, it's called compassion fatigue. You cannot be compassionate towards everyone. It doesn't matter how great you are. It's just you're a human. And so often than not, we get tired. So really understanding that you've got to take a break and you've got to take care of yourself if you truly want to take care of the people in your life. 2 more videos coming this week. I'm super excited to get super practical about some scenarios and how I would strongly suggest that you learn about bedside manner. All right. And I'll see you next time. Bye.